In the epic power struggle for the White House, is not just what they say, it's also how they look when they're saying it. Body language is a big part of the message in last night's debate. Susan Constantine is a body language and communication expert.
Yeah, she is live right now in our Orlando newsroom. And Susan, you saw problems for President Obama from the very start, didn't you?
Yes, I did. You know, when Obama and Romney came out and they went to shake hands, the interesting thing is, you know, this face-off was truly what it was, a face-off, because Obama didn't make eye contact with with Romney. So you saw Obama smile, but there was no eye contact,
you see,
which was very consistent throughout.
That's right. A lot of people have talked about that today. So what do you make of this, no eye contact?
Jim?
Well, Obama tends to look down a lot anyway, so he tends to be a processor. That's how he tends to communicate. But he knows better. He's a public speaker. He knows the importance of good eye contact and meeting your opponent eye to eye. And when he didn't make eye contact, made him look weak, made him look disrespectful, and also looked like he was trying to contrive the questions that he was going to answer. So he's more concerned about answering the question than he was making eye contact.
All right, well, here's the question. Then at times the president seemed tense, even biting his lip. I mean, did he look tense to you? Did he look like there was some tension, some pressure there?
Yeah, there was. The biting of the lip is what we call uncertainty. So when you tend to bite the lip like this, it's called uncertainty. Also, too, that we saw the frustration, you know, in his temple and also in his jawline. You saw this pulsating. So he was harboring a lot of frustration and sometimes even anger.
Let's switch to Romney's body language now. What did you see there?
You know, his body language was really right on. He was powerful. His gestures were right on point and on cue. He had very open body language, which is where Obama tended to look very small, almost candlestick-like. He made excellent eye contact. He turned his body to look directly at President Obama. He was very respectful, so I give him an A+ in body language.
Yeah, his demeanor, I think, certainly created a little bit of a swagger, a little dose of confidence. Do you think the way he used his hands kind of generated that a little bit or not?
It did, but he's a bigger guy and he also was more open. So you saw space in between his body where Obama was very small and controlled right here. He needed to expand like what Romney did to be able to express himself. And when he did that, he was speaking from his heart. It was very passionate and his gestures showed that.
Let's go back to that final handshake of the night now. The debate's over. What dynamic do you make between the two of them at the end?
Okay, at the very end, when you see Obama puts his hand out, but what he does is he shows his palm. And and Romney comes right in to go web to web. But by putting your palms up is a submissive gesture. Once Obama figured out that what he did, at the very end, then he goes to pat on the forearm, and then, or the shoulder, then it was a forearm, they kept going pat, 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 pat. And what they did was Obama got the last word in because he got the last pat. So there was a kind of a power struggle there.
All right.
We'll see what's going to happen at the next one. I bet there'll be some changes somewhere for President Obama after all this criticism today. Susan Constantine, thank you so very much.
It's my pleasure.